Yes, we are live with JPML Select English commentary from Jenn and Garthe of JPML, Japanese Professional Mahjong League. That's us. Oh, well, for the moment, it's just me live and Jenn doing last minute streaming housekeeping
Yes,
since
yes,
there's
that's a
exactly
redneck.
half of the people who speak on this podcast who can do all of the technical stuff, even though I did study computer science. You'd think I could work a computer. But
I
no,
think at this point I know more computer science than you.
probably. Probably, yeah. In fact, what is there a subject I know more about than you? I can't think of it. Can't pick an example off the top of my head. Oh, I probably know more about Riku. Probably know
Yep.
more about my own family than you.
Yes, yes. That would be true.
There's there's one. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
I mean, I
Today
did
we
study
have, oh
computer
yeah?
science back in the day as well. So it wasn't
Oh,
like I
that's
was
right.
starting from zero, but I did not
You
major in it.
weren't even that far behind me. But yes, I've fallen behind and Jenn has fallen ahead. But today we have the final game of the
Ranwa.
Ranwa. God, because we just did Grand Prix or not last week, this week, and now I've got that in my head,
Yeah, we did do
and I'm all
the
confused.
we did do the first half of the Grand Prix. The second half is happening this Sunday, in 3 days from now. But today we are finally bringing the last game of Ranwa. This 4 game series has taken us like 5 weeks to get out. So
Really stringing out the suspense.
yeah, so we're gonna finally get into it. Shall we just get into it?
Shall we get into it?
I think we should. I have to turn down the sound. I'm remembering before we start.
お待たせしました。
Sound down. There it is. And Garth's sound on. We are all set.
Sweet. Jen is totally on top of all this podcasting stuff and mics
Makes
and
around.
everything. Woohoo! For the commentary in the Japanese, you have Hayakawa Rinka, Uotani Yumi,
Yumi.
and Setokuma Son.
Naoki.
Naoki, that's right. Could not remember his first name or his given name for a second.
It's written there, right there.
I could have, yes, I could have read it. In fact, I could probably even, I didn't even try, but if I really thought about it, I could probably read Naoki. Oops, I had kind of muted myself for a second while I cleared my throat and talked. Let's see, I think we still have 2 people far in the lead and 2 people with a lot of ground to catch up.
I think
The scores up
yeah, I
here.
think we got down to one person
Way in the, oh
pretty
yeah.
in the lead.
Yes, at the end of the game, I think there were some fireworks, and Yoshino, who had been making a run, fell behind.
I'm just
Come
getting the names up.
on. Oh, okay.
There we go.
I was going to blame the Japanese peoples, but okay, yeah.
Oh
So
no, that is what
oh,
Japanese people. I was writing the names in English that are gonna
okay,
come
yeah.
up in just a second.
See, it's not our fault. So yeah, there are the scores. You can see Yoshino did actually overtake Nishikawa. Um, I was confusing what had gone on at the end of the Grand Prix, which is also very exciting, or which is totally exciting. But here, yes, Yoshino has built a little bit of a lead for herself going into this final game.
There's some English names for us.
And Nishikawa, who is in second place, will be starting as dealer. Dorda's Chipin. He's got one with possibility of using it in a run.
7
We had a gut shot. 7 pink, yes. We had a gut shot fill in for Mizuno, who now has another gut shot involving the Dora. So 2 Dora already in people's hands. Ooh, that completes another run, and he'll set himself up for the...
It's a really wide one-away shape. Possible twin sequence, or could end up with a three-sided weight. Could end up with a
Ideally, yes.
sanshoku. If he draws the 5-pin, then he's going to be waiting for the 147.
Oh,
And
yes,
that would give him
7. Good.
sanshoku.
All right, a lot of exciting possibilities for Mizuno, who does have a lot of ground to make up. Yoshino does not need to do anything really crazy here. So he'll just be looking to quickly get to Tenpai and end people's turns as dealer.
Yeah, and this is the A rules, remember? So no Ippatsu, no Ura. No fun.
All right, so first little tiny sign of disappointment for Mizuno, who could have had a pair with those 4s of dots, but when he threw that 4 of dots, it seemed like the right thing to do. In fact, it still seems like the right thing to do. It's just an unfortunate draw.
That is Tenpai.
And there's Tenpai. How does he go for it? He'll wait quietly for the 5-8 without a Yaku.
If he wants to try and upgrade it to a Pinfu?
Speaking of Sanshoku, here's
yeah,
the possibility.
if he's a
He needs
6.
points.
There's 1-5 that just came out. The mic isn't as nice today as it was on Sunday.
My mic is
yeah, it was
noisy?
a lot nicer Sunday. No, I don't know.
Oh.
It doesn't sound as clear as it did on Sunday.
I wonder what is going on. Here's the last of the 8s of dots, so there won't be any of those to draw from Mizuno, which does mean that he has only the expensive version of his hand to draw on his own.
Sounds like maybe it's your computer mic picking up instead of your...
Oh, really? That is possible. My input device is my MacBook iPhone. How about now?
Oh, that's so much better. That's completely different. Wow.
Sorry, everybody. See, there's Jen's training again, coming through. Correctly recognizing.
That's computer science for you.
Yeah. It's that understanding of what's going wrong. Considering the possibilities that some not very sharp person might be getting wrong.
So Yoshino has been maintaining Tenpai. Yami 10, as we say.
Still no Yaku.
Dark Tenpai.
I feel like, is he free 10 at this point? Did he throw the 8 and now he's waiting for 2-5-8?
Yes. But he doesn't have Yaku anyway, so it's not like he would be able to...
You throw the 8 again. I guess he must have thrown that because it was a safe tile after the reach.
I mean, everything makes him free 10, so he's really just going for Tenpai at the end of the hand right now. He's waiting for the 2 and the 3, but he already discarded the 3. But he will be Tenpai. Nishikawa does not get Tenpai, and that might just crush his whole hopes for this tournament.
That is the first small victory for Yoshino on the path to snagging the entire victory. So Yoshino clears a small hurdle, getting past 1 turn as dealer. And Nishijima will get his shot at making up a whole bunch of points. 2 Dora, that's a good start for it. And a completed group in the Sozu and a lot of other Sozu, so a lot of other bamboos, could possibly get to a full straight and 2 Dora. There's filling in a gap. Oh, but he also has that open-ended weight in the dots, so we're probably not going for a full straight. But it's a very nice start to a hand that could open up some possibilities for Nishijima. Nishijima currently with the, well, it's because the only one hand in, the Uma does sort of skew the real positions at the moment. Going into the game, he was 71 points, nearly 72 points out of first place. So a lot of ground to make up there. But some good starting tiles. That doesn't help. He's only one away from ready. Some nice weights. Still one away from ready. Mizuno is also one away from ready with Mentanpin. And was there a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku in there?
In Mizuno?
Oh no, not at all. That continues not to be Tenpai.
6, 7, 8 Nishoku.
Yeah.
There's 2 shoku in there.
Only 2 Shoku. That's Tenpai. With an open-ended weight, he'll take the reach. So reach and 2 Dora. Nice start for a Mongon hand here. Yoshino will keep the 1-4 weight in the Manzu. Yoshino follows with the 2, which is definitely safe. Still no Tenpai for Mizuno. Not a huge bunch of value in Mizuno's hand. I'm not sure if he would feel like pushing for his turn as dealer, or if he might just say, you know, let's let Nishijima have this shot. Here you see nearly half of the 5/8, and here is
Did
another
you
one of the
say
5.
Nishijima? I think you said Nishijima. I was giving
Current
the
dealer.
job to Nakajima. Oh, I
did I
wrote
say-
Nishijima. I wrote Nishijima on the on the
Oh, yeah.
display.
I could have read Nakajima in the kanji.
I was
Lazy,
like,
lazy.
Why is that happening? It's because of me. I fixed it.
I opted not to read Setokuma's name, and now I was not reading Nakajima's name. Kan! Okay, so Nakajima is definitely named Nakajima. Still waiting for the 5/8, of which we happen to know that very few of them are still available. I think Nishikawa is probably... He continues to sort of dance around useful tiles here. This is another pair. 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. He's already thrown another pair. I think he's really just giving up here. There are still 3 5/8, and that's 1 dot short.
Hello, Mr. Rainbow. Welcome, welcome.
Still 3 of them in the wall. This continues to be temptation for Nishikawa. This makes him 1 away from ready with a possible Sanshoku. He's thrown the 2 8s already, so that's dangerous. He might be tempted to throw the Nope, he's going to go safe. No challenge from Nishikawa.
I was just thinking about like how mixed sequences could be called rainbow sequences. Because, you know, like we used to call it 3-colored runs or whatever, and I was thinking could be, I mean, it is in Japanese 3 colors, so it could be like rainbow, and then Mr. Rainbow shows up.
Look at that. Fate. Pointing us towards renaming Sanchoku in English.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rename it like officially. I was
Oh.
just thinking of, hey, that would be a cute name too.
Well, boy, it was a really good start for Nakajima, but he just cannot get one of those remaining 5/8s. Still 2 of them left. That's not one of them. This will end as a draw. So somebody sort of make a go to, well, not somebody, Mizuno almost drew what would have been Haite except for the con. Con means, of course, there will be not really one fewer draws, but where you would have ended up normally drawing the last tile.
It gets shifted.
Yes, it's shifted by taking 1 from the King's Wall. So Nakajima will get to continue as dealer. Will he have as nice starting tiles here too? Certainly was a chance for him to get some points. And a little bit less of that chance here so far. Dora is the 7 of cracks. Had a couple pairs in Mizuno's hand. Nishikawa has a pair of green dragons. This adds an open-ended weight, so maybe he will stop thinking about the pairs action. A completed triple for Yoshino. Ooh, I got 2 pairs of dragons here.
The greens and the reds. So Christmas dragons.
And yeah, he's got a bunch of bamboos too, so more green and red. He's going for the Christmas hand. An unhelpful 9 of dots. There's a pair for Nakajima. And here's another pair for Mizuno. I'd imagine we're going to see a pon from Nakajima the moment either of those dragons comes out. Interesting. Instead of leaving open the possibility of using Dora, Yoshino throws the Dora indicator. Oh, another dragon for Nakajima. And here's an open-ended weight. He'll hold on to the possible, I think he's probably thinking about the 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku. His way through from that pair first. This adds a open-ended weight for using Dora. Just not getting the quite useful draws, Nakajima. Whoa. So Nishikawa with a completed dragon triple, an incomplete, well, a pair, and 1 floating. There is still enough white dragons to be drawn that the Yakuman is a possibility. That continues not to be one of them. Pon. Definitely pon. Yes, definitely pon. All right, so instead of the bamboos, yeah, he switched to the dots. The outside hand is a possibility too. Can he get the next Haku before somebody else throws it away? Ooh. That completes a run for Mizuno. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, 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 oh. All right.
We
got some
have
excitement here, buddies.
This is just one Jen Shanten. I think maybe it's two actually. If we
Except
want
for
the monk,
it's for the
if we want
for the
the
Yakuman.
Yakuman, it's
Yeah.
two Jen Shanten.
Otherwise, he has no pair, so he needs something to pair up to make that Haku.
Oh, but
Oh no!
Nakajima wins first. Shuts it down. Does continue as dealer though.
There goes that dream for Nishikawa. So Nishikawa will continue as dealer.
It felt so close.
It did. That was well, all right. So we'll build up to the excitement for Yakuman. We had a little teaser, Yakuman teaser. Here's a couple more. Here's a couple wins in Nakajima's hand. A couple pairs of wins. Dora, I can't see Dora yet. Dora is the one of bamboos. He has more dots this time than bamboos, but he did switch it up last time. Or no, actually, I guess that was Nishikawa that switched it up. But he does palm that first north that comes out. That's clearly not a Yaku for him.
Let me see a
So people are going to
con
be
right after that. The one being, of course, there's no new Dora because this is A rules. This is the competition, JPML official competition rules.
people are likely to be careful about throwing value tiles or even just any letter tiles at the moment. Oh, well, not Mizuno, who needs points. Yoshino does not follow up after the Chun comes out. And Nakajima is one away from ready with just Honitsu. And I don't know how many times I need to tell this story, but when people say Bakahon, they were not saying that it's stupid Honitsu. Forever I thought they were saying it's stupid Honitsu because it was just that. But what they're really saying is it's just Honitsu. Bakkari. And the first time I heard that, I definitely thought that was the joke. I thought it was really always stupid Honitsu. And when somebody said Honitsu Bakkari, I thought he was making the joke. I was so certain of my wrongness that I believed that first.
I think
So
that
Nakajima is
colloquially
senpai,
we
yeah?
can say it's dumb if we want. Maybe not stupid. Stupid is a little bit harsh, but we can say
Yeah.
dumb.
So Nakajima's waiting for the 1 and the south. South here in Yoshino's hand, I think, is not going to come out under any circumstances. Well, yeah. He's got a lot of other safe tiles. I think he's going to play safe, only discard absolutely Genbutsu, things that are already in Nakajima's discards or that have been recently discarded. And of course, the other thing he's waiting for is the Dora, which is also unlikely to come out. But there is one more south to be drawn. And of course, there's still two more Dora to be drawn. So still some possibilities for Nakajima to put together, well, he's already put it together, to win a possibly big hand. Mangan, here it is again. And no threat of Yakuman this time. Nishikawa perhaps trying to make a decision about whether he has a hand to push with or not. Obviously, he's going to resist throwing any bamboos. Oh, here is one of the Dora in Yoshino's hand. Sorry. So there's only 2 tiles, one each of the Dora and the south tile to be drawn by Nakajima. Obviously, everybody's going to be very close. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is plenty though.
However, in that very moment, one of them went to Mizuno, I believe. Mizuno got the last south tile, unless he's just really run out of safe tiles. That south will not. Oh, could he be tempted to push here though? Mizuno's hand is still closed, by the way. You may notice that he doesn't have all the tiles in his hand. That is not because he called tiles. That's because he didn't open con, and he might actually be tempted here. He's going to throw from the Manzu first. So in this situation, he does make a good play so far, not to throw into Mizuno. We happen to know there is no path to victory for Mizuno here. Can he find the fold all the way to the end? Or will Nakajima draw that last Dorda? Mizuno still playing safe. He still has a couple Manzu, or he still has one more Manzu to throw safely. Still one Dorda for Nakajima to draw. Can he get there? Not this draw. I believe there is one more draw for Nakajima. Two more draws, okay. Still there. Still drawable. Can he get it? No. And once again, the con ends the drawing not really early, but what might have appeared to be the final draw is actually not, because one was taken from the king's tiles. You always got to leave the king 14 tiles at the end. So Nakajima will continue as dealer. A couple of big chances, two Mongon chances in a row that have not paid off. But he will continue as dealer. And actually, I feel like I feel like he won a hand. That's why we have 4 continuances, right? So 4 continuances, yeah. Actually, there was Mongon, then he won a cheapo, and then there's Mongon again. So not completely in a row. Dorda is the 7 of cracks. And Nakajima, he thought it was Nakajima's hand that had, oh no, this was, that was Yoshino's hand. Yoshino with a nice start. He's got a completed run and a bunch of other open-ended weights. Might this be his chance to end Nakajima's turn as dealer?
Nakajima has sort of a slow hand, but it looks like he can pivot to a Tanyo pretty easily.
Nishikawa, if that hand does develop some value, probably a 2-3-4 Sanchoku sort of situation. This completes a run, which also allows for Pinfu. So Yoshino's hand has progressed. He may have a shot at ending Nakajima's turn as dealer here. Not quite Tenpai. Ishikawa with more unhelpful draws. Yeah, like Jenn says, looks like Nakajima's trying to make his way towards the inside hand simples, Tanyao. There's Tempai for Yoshino. He'll wait quietly, of course. The 2-5 of cracks. And there it is. So, a good effort from Nakajima to start building a lead. But he only gets a few points on that turn as dealer and does not quite get close enough to really start threatening even second place.
And this is what Yoshino is just going to use his huge lead to sort of push everyone else's dealership away. Slowly but surely.
Saw him not really going on the attack in the earlier hands because he didn't need to. Got the Tempai there without having to put up too much fuss. And ended Nakajima's turn as dealer, again, without a fuss. Well played by Yoshino. There's another pair for him. 2 easts in Nishikawa's hand, and 1 Dora, I believe. So not total value yet. You'd like to get another Dora. But, oh yeah, yeah. There it is, yes. Like I said. But that's another run for Mizuno. Nakajima's hand moving right along. Could have the 7-8-9 Sanchoku. Here's another pair for Mizuno. Perhaps thinking about pivoting towards an all pairs hand so we can use that single Dora. Moving towards an outside hand is Nishikawa. Mizuno doesn't want to let go of the east tile yet. Of course, for Mizuno as dealer, east has extra value. And there's another outside tile for Nishikawa. So he's waiting for a 7 of bamboos, an east, or a Dora to really add some value to the hand. Yoshino quietly moving towards nice ways. Oh, there's another Dora. All right. We have a large hand possible for Nishikawa. Could make up some very much needed points. There's the other green dragon in Mizuno's hand. That's not going to be coming out. Feel like we're going to see a pawn of anything for Nishikawa, including the 9 of bamboos, or a chi of the 7 if it were to come out from Yoshino. Still no Tempai for Nishikawa, who at this point is looking for probably the remaining east tile or a 7 or 9 of bamboos. And that is Tempai. I believe we have Tempai in Nakajima's hand. And in fact, wow, Tempai in Yoshino's hand. Yoshino has again gotten to Tempai. Right? Pinfu? Nakajima would like to move to an inside hand and Sanchoku.
Nishikawa pawns.
That south does come out. He chooses not to wait for Dora, wisely.
Waiting for the
East,
outside hand.
the outside hand, and 2 Dora, and east is enough.
But Yoshino gets the Pinfu first.
For Yoshino. So 2 quiet waits by Yoshino.
Snipe. Sniping.
Snipe. Quietly from the outside, ends 2 turns as dealer. This game is moving right along in Yoshino's favor. His turn as dealer. He doesn't really need points here. He'd just like his turn as dealer to sort of end uneventfully. His closest threat is currently negative, making that threat from Nishikawa ever slightly more difficult. Nishikawa will have another turn as dealer after this. How uneventfully can Yoshino's turn as dealer end? So, boy, not a lot of value in other people's hands, except Nakajima does have 2 Dora. Yoshino adds. Well, if he was really pushing for anything, he's probably going to go for looking for the full straight. Oh, that completes a white dragon triple for Nakajima. And he does still have those 2 Dora. Possible value for Nakajima. Still no tempe. He's got 2 gut shots. And we've got another outside hand developing here for Nishikawa. Although, if you were to draw Dora or Dora indicator, I think he might switch pivot. I like the word pivot. Jen threw that word out there. Might pivot to the full straight in the Monzu. I think he's pivoting here to the outside hand. All right. Reach, waiting for Hatsu and Sha. Green Dragon. Oops, sorry. Well, that's really loud if you brush the mic with your finger. Nice chance for Nishikawa to pick up some points here. I think Nakajima has a hand worth attacking with, so if he gets there, it could come out from Nakajima.
So
Yoshino looking to play safe.
31.5 point difference. So if he can get positive with Yoshino negative, that will create an 8-point swing immediately. Which means he only has to get 20 points ahead. Unless he can get first with Yoshino in last. But as it stands right now, he's in last with Yoshino in second.
Yes, drawing his winner here would be massive. You can see him trying to draw with a little fire. Here's Tenpai. Nakajima's got to go for it. He's got an open-ended wait, too. Waiting for the 2-5 of bamboos. Here we see 3 of them already in Mizuno's hand. And here are 3 of them already in Yoshino's hand. So Mizuno drawing surprisingly thin. But he does have a hand worth pushing with here. There's another. Oh, that's a pay. Sorry. So Sha and Hatsu still out there. So one more Hatsu. And 2 more Shas, I think. And only 2. Oh, there's another one of the 5s. So Mizuno's giving up. I don't think that'll be coming out from here. There's only 1 more 2 of dots to be drawn. And as it happens, 3 of the winning tiles for Nishikawa. So Nishikawa with the open-ended, without the, Mizuno with the open-ended wait has somehow managed to have far fewer tiles to draw, but Nishikawa will draw his own tile. And like Jen pointed out, that is a big swing. Drawing the Mangan Not only does that take 4,000 very important points from Yoshino, but it pushes him negative.
Pushes him into last place, I believe. Maybe third place.
And
that's how it stands now. So only wow, 6.2 point difference. Went from 31 or more actually when he was negative. So now Nishikawa is Mangan away from being in first place in this event.
And it is his turn as dealer here. Wow, that really, I mean, it just seemed like Yoshino was playing such a nicely, well, nicely conservative, like, oh, I'll just stay right here in first place. And one draw. A nice hand from Nishikawa.
Yeah, I mean, that's the danger of it when you don't put enough pressure on. Then it opens the door for players exactly like Nishikawa, because we've been talking about it the whole time that we've been covering this event, that he sneaks in there and surprises you with wins all the time. And you're like, where did that come from?
Yoshino has a pair of value tiles, the white dragon. I bet we're going to see some pushing here from him. He does not want to allow Nishikawa to put on a run here. Of course, he doesn't want to really endanger himself either. He will still have his final turn as dealer at the very end, which is certainly an advantage. This is Nishikawa's last turn as dealer. He's kind of got to make something of it here. That adds a triple. Got a completed triple for Yoshino. Possible full straight for Nakajima. There's another pair for Yoshino, so he can now pawn the white dragon and still have something else to use as the pair. No improvement from Mizuno, but he will hold on to that to possibly use Dorda. So a very useful middle tile for Yoshino. He'll hold on to it, see if something can glom on. When will we see the white dragon? There it is. Do we get a pawn here? Yes. Still one away from ready, though. Throw from the two. Yes, the two of cracks goes. So he's looking for something to stick. The five of bamboos, probably. Well, the four of dots would also be nice. Create an extra wide weight. There's Tempai. He'll take it. Not value, but he's really just looking to end Nishikawa's turn as dealer, who is one away from ready, but not with a lot of value. One away from ready for Nakajima also. This is still not Tempai. But he's thinking about, I'm going to say Yakuma. It's going to be a walk to get there, but points.
Yeah, hike.
A hike, yes. Still no win. Oh, and actually, yeah. By the way, I wonder if there was a read there, because that would have been throwing into Yoshino. The five of bamboos had just come out. Yeah, the five of bamboos had just come out. He threw that as a definite safe die. All right, look at that. Now he's changed his weight to the two of bamboos, which I feel like was in. There's just one of them. Okay, there's just one of them. Oh, and Mizuno gets lucky.
Yoshino.
I'm sorry, Yoshino gets lucky. Nishikawa putting together a little bit of an attack that Yoshino says, no, I'm just going to go back to my quiet win small hands strategy.
And they do have the
Currently
scores up
down.
on the screen for the players.
So a huge win for Yoshino to end Nishikawa's turn as dealer. And of course, get a little bit closer to positive points again. If he can, he doesn't really need to overtake Nishikawa as much as if he just gets into positive territory, that really increases the number of points that Nishikawa is going to need to get to overtake him in first place. Nakajima's last turn as dealer has some okay starting tiles. But let's see, he's got the 7, 8 of bamboos there, and I feel like we're already noticing a lot of the 6, 9s out there. Mizuno again just looking to finish quietly. He's got another pair there. Nakajima's hand has a lot of coordinated tiles, but not necessarily worth a lot of value. 2 Dora in Yoshino's hand. He does actually have some value that he could aim for this time. Nakajima does complete that run in the dots, in the bamboos. So there's an extra gut shot using Dora for Yoshino.
I'm trying
Another
to
pair.
figure out what Nishikawa's value is going to be. He only has 3 hands. If he can win all 3 hands, he only has 3 hands to make a comeback. Mizuno Tempai. Which is this middle 8 weight, but will not reach.
Of course, that means no
Oh, we have
Yaku
the
either.
yellow on top. Okay, so we're still, it's only 11.5 away from Yoshino for Nishikawa.
Oh, another Dora for Yoshino. And now a lot of value in Yoshino's hand. This could really change things up if he wins with all that value. That's Mongon.
That would drastically change those yellow numbers. Nishikawa, if he can win anything, then he'll put himself in a great position to be, and he has 3 Dora. Oh no, Yoshino has 3 Dora.
It's Yoshino, yeah.
That's what you said with all that value. If Nishikawa can win anything, though, he can be in a great position to be in that Mangan Sumo range in the last hand.
Here he is 1 away from ready. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
He didn't take it? Wait, what?
He completed the 4, 5, 6 and
Okay.
discarded the extra 6.
Looks like Mizuno is aiming for a full straight. He broke Tempai.
There's Tempai.
And this is Tempai. Oh, okay, sorry, yes. Tempai, he has no Yaku, so he's kind of got to reach. Unless he wants to wait for something better. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting wait. There's the 9 of bamboos isn't out already, so
He's going to go for
interesting.
3 concealed triples, maybe? Or at least maybe a better open-ended weight.
Oh, there's a disappointing Tempai for Mizuno. Yeah, I guess he might also be thinking he wants to use Dora. And Yoshino perhaps thinking, oh, you know what? I just don't want to go for it. There's another triple for Nakajima. Well, 1 triple, which also gives him value. It's a value triple. And with people not really on the attack, well, there's something of an attack. But that's Nakajima. Yeah, he will take Tempai and really just try to preserve his turn as dealer. Yoshino with an interesting choice not to push with all those Dora. He's certainly not in trouble, so he may be feeling like it's better for him to just wait to make that play till the end. But like Jenn pointed out, that's what's kind of gotten him into not really hot water at the moment, but boy, he's certainly not as comfortably in the lead as he was. Tenpai has not returned to Nishikawa. Con. Still no draw for Nakajima. So Nakajima, not any real value in the hand. The real value for Nakajima is just continuing as dealer. And there's one of the sixes that Nakajima needs. Currently slowing down Nishikawa. He needs to use that 6 when he gets to Tenpai, or he ends up throwing into Nakajima.
Would have been a different tempo if he had kept that 6 character for Nishikawa. Now he's getting in that no matter what I draw, I'm footy 10 mode. He does want to end Tenpai though, and he hopes that Nakajima will continue as dealer for one
Interesting.
turn.
Mizuno will not. Yeah. All that Mawashi that Mizuno did, he finally got to Tenpai waiting for the 8 of bamboos.
Oh, he's Tenpai again. The 6 is going to come out.
The thing is, I mean, he's not taken Tenpai so much already. I wonder if he's just going to not do it again. I mean, if he throws the 9s of dots, he still has a really wide acceptance rate for getting back to Tenpai. And having broken Tenpai before, I mean, I'm not sure why he...
Just not sure what tells him that the
take it
9s
now.
are safer
Yeah.
than the 6.
Oh, yeah, they're not safe either. Yeah. What am I saying? So, yeah, there's no reason for... Yeah, he's going to... Whatever happens here. Unless he just completely gives up the hand. He's throwing into Nakajima here. Are the Manzu definitely safe? Can't see if the 6-7 haven't been thrown. Well, there is a 7 there, isn't there?
He can see a lot of 6s.
He will
He
throw to Nakajima. Not huge points, but at this point, anything with only 3 hands to go. Well, at least only 3 chances for Nishikawa to accumulate points.
Well, if he's going to deal into anybody, Nakajima is the best at this point because it means another hand that he can try and get something bigger with.
Good point, too. So small points from Nishikawa to Nakajima. Yoshino is going to like to see that. Short of ending Nakajima's turn as dealer, it's still a benefit for Yoshino if points come out of Nishikawa's stack. And somehow that seems to have... Is there more than 1,500 points in that hand? Was that a 2,900 point hand? Did I miss a door in there? Feels
there
like
was a con.
the con.
This is a 2,000 point hand, I think.
2,000, but still feels like somehow we've gone up to Nishikawa being 18 Lee 0.5 points, or 17 Lee 0.5 out of points.
That put Nakajima into first place when Nishikawa was in first place before, so it changed the
Oh,
UMA.
I see. Oh, wow. About 300 points. Wow. Didn't realize Nakajima was that. All right, so yeah, the placement change there has made a big difference in the amount of points Nishikawa gets. Of course, if you can retake first place, that is again negated. And perhaps Nishikawa is moving to an outside hand again. It was where a lot of his points came from. Would have a possible flush for Mizuno. What does he go for here? He is one away from ready. You leave open the possibility of son uncle. Of course, the drawback there is that if he doesn't draw those tiles himself, he immediately makes the hand worth much less if he has to pawn. As it happens, there are no threes of bamboos for Mizuno to draw. So a good choice on that. Yoshino has somehow not conned 3 of bamboos. Still no tempai for Mizuno. Still no tempai and no progress towards son or even Su uncle. There's another outside tile for Nishikawa who does not need this one. Still nothing as a pair, though. So perhaps searching for that pair when he throws the 3 of... Oh, no. That could have been another pair. There is the pair. All right, nice choice, Nishikawa. Took a bit of a gamble throwing from that. Wait, then another thing that could have been a pair. This continues not to be Su uncle. Only Yan uncle. And this is tempai for Yoshino, who will be on the attack. And some possible danger for Mizuno, who has that 7 of bamboos off by itself, and the 4 of bamboos. Either he uses that, well, he uses one or the other. If he gets the tempai, that's going to be coming out for Mizuno. I don't see a good path for Mizuno if he gets the tempai. There aren't a lot of other 4/7s. Wow, that would have been Su uncle, and he is starting to feel the pressure about giving up. That's him throwing in the towel. So the reach pressure from Yoshino gets Mizuno to get off the hand. And Nishikawa's got to be thinking, man, is this my shot? Should I be pushing here? Turns out his tiles are safe. It is a possible monster. Chanta Sanshoku. Sorry, I don't know. Junchan Sanshoku. Oh, the wrong 9. I do feel like
This is tempai.
Oh.
But bad single weights all around.
So Mizuno throwing in the towel, just aiming for that last turn as dealer.
That's tempai with a Sanshoku and outside hand. It's a Mangan without reaching.
And the 9 has come out recently. There is a possibility that Mizuno throws the 9 to be safe here. Nishikawa.
Stuck on the 1-1.
Probably, yeah. It's not definitely safe. I wonder if that's going to send off alarm bells for Mizuno.
I mean, he's thinking this is the last chance I'm going to get it for a hand like this, probably. Gotta take it.
Wow, Mizuno threw that 9. Oh,
Nakajima draws. He did have a Yaku, which is why he didn't feel the need to reach with a bad weight. He'll get 2,000 from each player, plus the continuance.
Wow, a huge win for Nakajima there. Which, he still has a long ways to go to put himself in any sort of attacking position. But boy, that's huge against Nishikawa. Nishikawa's got to be feeling a little chuffed about not having put out a reach stick and losing even more precious points. Probably not chuffed. Relieved that he did not give away extremely precious points. Nakajima, a lot of gut shots. One Dorda. Can he get some value out of the hand? A pair of white dragons for Yoshino. Will he start feeling pressure to try to end a turn as dealer that has continued somewhat like it did in the first round of this game? Can Nakajima keep the pressure on for another 5 hands or so? Nakajima is looking for a flush. Throws the 4 of dots instead of the 1 of dots. Well, he's thrown a lot of middling tiles there. He'd thrown the 5 dots before that. So it looks like Nakajima might be thinking about a flushy hand here. Certainly needs points. If he could push even Nishikawa into negative territory, that'd be an extra 4 points for him. He is currently 42 points, 43 points out of first place. A completed value tile triple for Yoshino certainly adds lots of possibilities for Yoshino to end this hand, end this turn as dealer with a lot less risk. There's another triple though there's another triple for Yoshino. So he is now still somehow 2 away from ready, even with 2 completed triples. No bamboos continue to come for Nakajima. Okay, he's 1 away from ready. The 3-4 of cracks would give him tempai, or even a 7 of cracks would add a pair. Possible value tile to use for Nakajima, although we know that they are all 3 in Yoshino's hand. But he'll add it, thinking maybe he can get to a half flush. Kind of unfortunate for Nakajima. The path he's chosen here turns out to have been the much longer way around. And he may be starting to think, you know what? This flush idea is not working out. So to preserve his turn as dealer, he's going to open up his hand and hope that he can at least get to tempai whether or not there's a Yaku. That is still no tempai for Yoshino. With the pon from Nakajima, I bet we might see Yoshino thinking, you know what? I think he's just trying to save tempai there. He might chi to get to tempai and really just kind of end this turn as dealer quickly. Nishikawa here with a pair.
Yeah, he's contemplating the all pairs hand. What's his last open-ended? Or his only open-ended?
Yeah.
Actually, oh wait, he already discarded the 7, so it's not even open-ended.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
He's just looking.
So he holds on to the. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. Holds on to that too, which would definitely have been cheated by Nakajima had he thrown it. Still no Tenpai for Yoshino, although that adds another pair possibility. Ishikawa's got to be thinking, I can't really let go of bamboos here. Well, he did throw the one of bamboos seconds ago. All right, still more paths to Tenpai for Nakajima.
Can't get rid of bamboos beyond the one.
Mizuno now perhaps just trying to play safe. Yoshino just cannot get to Tenpai. And Nishikawa starts giving up. We are towards the end of the hand here. He might be thinking, you know what, I've got to just let Nakajima get to Tenpai and still possibly lose another 1,000 to 1,500 points. Still no Tenpai for Yoshino. Still no help for Nakajima. And Yoshino kind of sitting pretty here. There's Tenpai. Has a Yaku, doesn't need to reach.
This is another chance for him to just move the dealership.
Yeah, he doesn't need to press here. East has already been discarded, so yeah. There's one there, yeah. Sometimes he might have been worried that Nakajima was looking for value tiles, but I think it's kind of apparent that Nakajima was poning there out of a bit of desperation and does not quite have as threatening a hand as one might sometimes wake up with in this situation. Nishikawa's got to just be looking for, wow, that's an interesting choice.
I think he wants Nakajima to get to Tenpai. He wants one more hand without the dealership moving so that he can have another chance.
And because of that, the 4 of dots, which would be Yoshino's winning tile, does not go to Nakajima. Of course, it would have been a pair also for Nakajima. It's not certain that the 4 of dots would have come out. Still a safe Shaw. Oh, this opens up possibilities if he gets rid of that gut shot. Oh, he'll throw. All right, so he's going to stop admitting that or trying to hide the fact that, well, no, he's not hiding the fact anymore, huh? What do I want to say? People might have thought that he was aiming for bamboos earlier with the 9 of bamboos palm. Figures perhaps people are going to be tighter with their sozu, their bamboos, and throws from that open-ended weight. Oh, wow. And so now Yoshino gives up. Can Nakajima get to Tenpai?
Maybe it looks like Nakajima is ready with the bamboos when he discards the 8-6 like that. So it kind of freaks out Yoshino.
Wonder what Nakajima would have done. Do you think he would have palmed? Even though he doesn't have a pair? Oh, wow. That's got to be a little bit of a jab at Yoshino. Yoshino not getting the win, although if Nakajima doesn't get to Tenpai here, it doesn't really make any difference. Come on.
Tempai. Wow. Way to keep that gut shot.
Yeah.
That filled
It's a
in.
huge decision to not take the open-ended weight in Sozu and instead keep that gut shot, which at the time, if he had thrown from the gut shot, he might have thrown the 4, which would have been Yoshino's winner. So some interesting choices panning out at the moment for Nakajima, and perhaps also adding valuable time to Nishikawa's attack opportunities. Nakajima continuing as dealer. Nishikawa, I think, still barely in positive territory. But crucially, Yoshino moving even further away from positive territory. A great save for Tempai by Nakajima to hold on to his turn as dealer. And just give himself a few, decrease the margin between him and Yoshino by a little bit. It's now less than 40. Somehow Yoshino getting into last place would add another 4 to Nakajima's, well, we'd take another 4 from the lead from Yoshino.
Yeah, it would be good for Nishikawa. Really good for Nishikawa, even if Nishikawa's in second place. As long as Nishikawa stays positive.
There's a gut shot for Nakajima. Might be thinking about the 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. He's keeping that 9 of, it was the bamboos, longer than, but that's Ishanten, 1 away from ready for Yoshino with a possible Pinfu.
I think he's looking at a Tanyao hand, inside hand. Easy to call and tempo.
That's not quite 1 away from ready. Sorry. That was a 5, 6, 6, 6, 8, not a 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. So Yoshino throws from that 8. There's another pair for Mizuno.
And that's 1 away from ready.
Yoshino with some value in his hand, by the way. He's got 2 Dora. Probably really, oh, and there's that Sanchoku we were talking about. 1 away from ready with Sanchoku. Nakajima, hopefully he gets the right one for Sanchoku to Tempai. He's waiting for a 7 of bamboos, which we can see all of them in other people's hands. Here are 2 in Mizuno's hand, and Nishikawa has the other 2. God, I keep hitting my mic. Sorry about that, everybody. And that is really going to be slowing down. Oh, that's another run, though, for Nishikawa. Man, an unfortunate choice for Nakajima, who's put some value into his hand by going for that Sanchoku, but as it happens, there are just no 7s. And that's Tempai for Mizuno, not Mizuno, Yoshino, waiting, I think, for the 3, 6 of dots. He drew the very nice gut shot so that he now has the open-ended weight. However, we can also see that I think there are no 6s to be drawn. He could open up his weight here. I don't think he would throw Dorda to do that, though, especially since to make that useful, he'd probably have to reach because there's no Yaku waiting for the 9 of dots. Nakajima throwing a possibly dangerous tile first. Yeah, so there's no 6s left. No 6 of dots left. Yoshino's drawing only to the 3 of dots. Don't think there's a reason the 6 of dots could come out from anybody. Ishikawa not getting to ready. Oh, here's another path to Tenpai for Nakajima. Wonder how long he can go without pawning to save Tenpai. This is Tenpai. Tenpai for Nishikawa with a Dora.
And
He does have a
Pinkfura.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
He does have Pink. He doesn't need to reach, but he does kind of need points.
He will reach.
Will take this opportunity. Oh, that's unfortunate for Nakajima. It's going to be tough for Nakajima to get to Tenpai anymore. For no reason at all. Just completely ridiculous.
If he can draw that.
The 5 or 4. If he can draw the 5 of bamboos, he has a Atama again. But if he draws the 4,
no,
okay.
I'm
So
talking about if Nishikawa can draw his winner, then it closes the gap by about 6,000, 7,000 points.
Yoshino does actually still save Tenpai there, by the way. It just kind of changed what his Atama was. But he is drawing very thin. Oh, but that'll get it. Nakajima needs to go for it. And because of that, he ends up throwing into Yoshino.
That's going to make Nishikawa's job.
Yeah,
that's going to make Nishikawa's job way harder.
That is a huge win for Yoshino. It really makes him almost positive now. He gets another reach stick from Nishikawa. Can't fault Nakajima for throwing in there. It was his last turn as dealer. He's going for it. He's had a bit of a run. He's feeling like, okay, this is my shot. And it happens to be the winner for Yoshino. There's a triple of 2s of cracks for Mizuno, but couldn't see if there was anything else. Here we have some south tiles as a pair, but boy, that's still a lot of ground now to make up. Man, he was so close. Of course, it does change everything instantly if he manages to get positive while pushing Yoshino negative. That's a huge bunch of points swing.
I mean, that's kind of his only viable strategy at this point. Is now Yoshino's positive. He's got to push Yoshino negative. He's got to get positive. Ideally, you would get into first place and Yoshino with a negative 3rd, or best would be 4th place, but that's going to be really hard. Yoshino is going to be very conservative at this point. And this is essentially the last hand. If we go into the last hand with Yoshino as in first place, then he's just going to fold.
Nishikawa putting together a possibly valuable hand here. It's got some value tiles and a bunch of outside tiles. Well, all right, now he's got, he's probably looking for the half flush. Ideally, if he can keep it closed, it's still Mangan. Well, there's another run for Mizuno. Looking for his shot. There's a completed triple. He'll keep going for that half flush in the Manzu. Nishikawa will throw from the bamboos. Could be dangerous since the Dora is the 6 of bamboos. Other players might be aiming for those somewhat expensive tiles. Yoshino is not going to take this opportunity to get rid of that gut shot. or that outside weight. Mizuno's hand has slowed down. Oh, Yoshino catches a break, completes the run in the Sozu. That's huge. That was the last 7 of bamboos. Still no Tempai. There's another useful Manzu for Nishikawa. He's still 2 away from ready, though. Mizuno also moving along 1 away from ready. What does Yoshino choose to hope for stickiness? Not around Dora. Chooses not around Dora, the Dora indicator. Ooh, 1 away from ready for Nishikawa. Possibly massive hand again. If he can keep it closed, it is extra massive. And especially if he can keep it closed while Yoshino still thinks it's safe to keep pushing, he could get the points from Yoshino. This makes Yoshino Tempai. He will take it. No Yaku. Ooh, 6 of dots all over there. Nakajima has almost all of Yoshino's winning tiles. This improves the weight for possible weight for Mizuno, but that would mean he's got to drop Dorda. I guess he doesn't have to drop Dorda. He can make just wait entirely for Sozu. He will drop Dorda though. Not Tempai. Darn. So close.
What shape does he prefer?
Gotta think. I mean, the open-ended 3-6 is still probably better than either of the pair weights or the outside weight. Still 1-6 of dots.
Nakajima is Tempai as well. Waiting for the shovel.
What was that?
I think East and Red Dragon. But he hasn't.
5 of dots.
I'm not sure what he's going for there. Maybe just
he's
trying
so
to
far out of
stay
first place.
Tempai. Yeah.
Hoping that Mizuno goes on a Tempai enough run. Wow. So 5 of dots has Nishikawa worried enough that he's going to throw from the 9 of cracks, which he certainly could possibly need to get to Tempai. Not crushing him yet. Would, oh, there's the last 6 of dots. It goes to
It's Tempai.
Mizuno for Tempai, and he'll reach.
2-5 bamboo.
This is likely to get Yoshino to give up. Can we get Tempai? Oh. East. Are there Easts out? Would he be afraid of throwing Easts?
East does deal in to Nakajima. But he'll just pawn
no Yaku.
to keep Tempai. And move the style away from Yoshino?
Does that get Tempai? Nope. Five of dots is Nakasuji for Mizuno. If he were to get to Tempai, there it is. He will take Tempai. So he was tempted to throw that Nakasuji. And that'll move him back into positive points and Yoshino into negative.
which is
A huge draw at the end, yeah.
huge.
Huge draw at the end there for Nishikawa to save Tempai. Also, Mizuno saves his turn as dealer. So an extra two, well, an extra one hand here for Nishikawa to make up some ground. It'd be interesting to see how much that changes things. So we've got what? The first of all, the 8-point swing because of their placement change, plus, yeah, I guess that's just the 8-point swing. All right, so yeah, you can see there, suddenly, he's only 20 points behind. With a reach stick, no reach stick, with the one Ipomba. And 3 Dora. Nishikawa with a chance. Not even hope and a prayer. This is a legitimate attacking hand. It's another gut shot. So he's got the 3 Dora, which also make up part of a run, could become his Atama, depending on how he gets to Tempai. Also has a pair of 8s of dots, I think. And that gut shot. Now 2 gut shots. But still probably looking to move towards an inside hand. Might Pon, Papin, or Suso if they come out. Yoshino says, look, I gotta start going for it. So Yoshino is now 1 away from ready. Oh my goodness, there's somebody at the door. Just a second.
So pair up for Yoshino for Tempai, waiting for the 3 and pin 7.
All right, I just had to, oops, my back?
Yes.
Okay, just had to accept a package.
Yoshino is now
It is
Tempai.
Tempai,
Yes.
waiting for the 3-7, okay. Still 2 away from ready for Nishikawa. Wow, that's unfortunate. He's got such a nice hand there. Oh, there's a loose 7 of dots for Mizuno. Excuse me. Oh no, Mizuno.
That'll
Oh,
deal
poor
in.
Nishikawa. Oh my God, that was such an opportunity. And Yoshino with a huge win to push himself back into positive points.
They will do the calculations for what they need in the last hand. I think we'll see probably Yoshino just fold.
Yeah, it's
He has
so
a 35.8 point lead.
Nishikawa to get into first place. Let's see, where's the current score for the game?
Current is in the middle, so Yoshino has
That's what that means, okay.
32.7. So any sumo will put Yoshino into negative, basically, as long as it's
Right.
above
draws,
2,600.
If he draws Mangan, that's a 12,000 point swing with Yoshino, and also
Not
12,000 point swing.
Not quite enough to put Nishikawa. Oh, if he draws it, it's enough, yes, to put him into first place. So that would give him, yeah, a 12-point swing on Yoshino. Plus
the
24
bonus.
is not quite enough. I think I calculated before that he needed Baimon.
It's pretty close though, right?
Yeah, I think
Hanemon, it's Mangan is just not quite enough, even with Yoshino as dealer.
Baimon might be enough.
Yeah, Hanemon I think is enough. Mangan is not enough. Back in the day when they said, look, you guys, Enough people have screwed this up that now we're just going to tell you the answer. Remember that was part of the test?
Yeah, it's still part of the test. Because it's not only the
Oh,
final table that you need it also when you're
right.
trying to like advance in tournaments and things.
It's meaningful even in other situations. Right. Kono has done his job. Oh, we don't get the announcement like we used to, huh?
We used to not get the announcement, and now we get the announcement. So this is an an older broadcast.
Oh,
It's more recent.
okay.
Like, feels like we've had it forever, but it's actually a very, very recent thing.
Interesting. Okay, so as far as Jenn and Garth can think, we think Nishikawa needs Haneman, unless for some absolutely ridiculous reason somebody else put a reach stick out there. I can't see why anybody does that. So,
Nishikawa might put a reach stick out.
Right.
His
With
own
a
reach
hand that
stick.
doesn't look like Haneman at the moment, has some work cut out for him. Nishikawa does get, I don't know, some possibilities. We didn't even really bother to think about Mizuno and Nakajima. What is it? It's probably double Yakuman for Nakajima. Actually, Yakuman would just be enough, right?
If it's
Because it would make Yoshino negative. Plus, it's his turn as dealer. Would be an extra 8,000.
I mean, it'd have to be like a direct hit Yakuman, right?
Well,
There's a 60-point difference.
Oh, 60 points. Okay, so 48 points. But oh, and that's right. Nakajima's already ahead of Yoshino. Okay, yeah.
So the Uma is a floating Uma. Question from the chat. If there's one person, it's plus 12 and minus 12 total. So if one person is above 30,000, then that person gets plus 12, and the negative people split as an 8-3-1 split. And then if there's two people positive, then it's plus 8 and then plus 4 for second place, and minus 4 for third, minus 8 for fourth. And if three people are positive, as we see now, it's a 8-3-1 split. So as it stands now, Nakajima gets 8, Yoshino gets 3, and Nishikawa gets 1 point for the Uma.
Of course, if he were to draw his Yakuman, that would not only make Yoshino negative, but it would also make him third. But of course, third with 3 people underneath is only going to be minus 3 for Yoshino, not 4. So yeah, it's just not quite enough. You have 7-point swing for the Uma and a 48,000 point swing for the Yakuman. Not quite enough. Nakajima needs the Choku Yakuman. Choku Yaku? Is that the way they say that?
Direct hit Yakuman.
Right hit. Yes, that's definitely the way they say that. And just for lack of excitement, Nishikawa it is just not looking Hanemanish at all. I don't see how this hand becomes Haneman. Maybe he's thinking of of Yakuman, all triples, but with half of the draws gone. And now that Jenn and I have also figured out Nakajima's unlikely path to victory, it looks like what was most likely to happen at the beginning of this hand is still the only thing that can happen in this hand. Is now the only thing that can happen. No help for anybody. Yoshino still just throwing his hand away. There is not the west. That's just an unhelpful north tile.
Maybe
Not
looking
adding
at
any
a Haneman Dora Dora? Sorry, Chitoitsu Dora Dora?
Maybe? Yeah, I don't
He
know.
has 3 Toitsu, he has 3 pairs. So just needs 3 more to get Tenpai.
Yeah, in the next 5 draws. He needs all useful draws here.
Plus a Dora
No more
draw.
useless draws. Oh, and the door. Yeah. All right. I think we can safely say game over, especially with 2 of the Dora over here in Nakajima's hand. Yoshino has just a few draws to go. Well, there's another pair. Pair. 4 draws in a row of triple completing tiles would get him Yakuman. Can he complete a triple on this draw? Nope, because one of dots was one of the triples he needs, and that is not it. We knew seconds before he made that draw that his dream was dead. And Yoshino has sealed the deal. Nishikawa drawing with, oh wow, lots of Dora for Nakajima. Just a little bit too little, way too late. Yoshino. Other stuff has Yoshino won. Is this the first title that Yoshino won?
I don't know. That's a good question that I should know the answer to.
Let's do a little. Let's see, how do I? Still, Ronron is probably the easiest way to see people's titles. Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people have Wikipedias now.
Oh, just not us, huh?
I have one.
Whoa. Just not me, huh?
Mhm.
Did you write your own?
I don't think so, but it's possible.
Yeah, I don't. Can't imagine anybody writing one for me. Meet the pros.
And that's
He
it.
is
Is that it? That ends the game and this tournament with Yoshino winning. Congratulations, Yoshino!
Congratulations to Yoshino.
Just
Let's see. Can we find Yoshino?
fast forward through the ceremony a little bit to see. There we have Mizuno talking to the camera about his 4th place. So what's going to happen now is we're going to switch over to the Skatebon International podcast in about 20 minutes. And I think Garth is going to be a guest. So that's on the Mahjong Jenn channel. If anybody wants to join, it's Sayaka and myself. Airi is our producer. There is Nakajima.
This was, or at least according to Ronron at the moment, this is his, certainly his first title. He did take 3rd in the 2014 Champions League. Remember when we called it that?
Yeah.
That was the last time we called it that, probably, right? 2014? Because we would have had WRC like the next year, right?
Yep.
So, congratulations to Yoshino on his first title, which we're congratulating him for a year or 2 after.
But we will bring you the next Ranma live Next week we'll be watching the Wakajishi's 4th tournament, I think. So we will see you all there. Let's just catch Yoshino with his trophy presented by Yuko Ito.
What have I done to my screen? I can't see what's going on.
Oh,
I
well,
popped it up.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
there we go.
probably looked at the message I sent you for the podcast link.
Oh yeah, we get to see Yoshino without his mask on. He also had an interesting looking picture for Ronron if you want to check him out. Looking dramatic on Ronron. Is that a special trophy they have for the Ranwa?
I guess so, yeah.
Certainly unique from what I held up around New Year's.
Yeah, there's a different trophy for every tournament. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, I think I'd be surprised if the one that I held up was different for some other tournaments. It's about as generic as it gets.
Maybe they didn't make a trophy for that tournament, but for Ranwa they
Yeah.
definitely have a trophy. So
Okay, yeah. Just the named tournaments, special events like Ranwa, Wakajishi,
titles. Yes.
those probably get their own special piece of glass.
All right. Well, we will call it a day, and we will see you on the podcast in about 15 minutes now. So see everybody then. Thank you so
Thanks for
much
tuning in.
for watching. And
Well, remember we have a schedule, right? I mean, you come
yeah,
back and
on
watch
Sunday.
on Sunday.
On Sunday we'll be streaming live again for the Grand Prix final table final day. And it will be awesome. Okay.
Some of our favorites, yeah, in that league or on that table.
Will Hisato make a comeback?
If there's a player who can do it, he's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And see you Sunday, or see you in 15 minutes if you come over to the Skip on International podcast. Bye.